Progressive Party does not want me as a leader.
The FDR is doing their investigation. Some aspect is coming back.
Wealth is not trickling down to the people of Guyana.
There will be additional questioning that is required. And that is, of course, I don't get involved in that. Yeah, brother. It is important for Venezuela to understand that Guyana will not be bullied, threatened, or intimidated. Hello, good morning. Here.
I'm here, Chef.
Yeah, brother.
This man tell me.
I am aware that the People's Progressive Party does not want me as a leader.
Here. The FDR is doing their investigation. Some aspect is coming back.
Wealth is not trickling down to the people of Guyana.
There will be additional questioning that is required. And that is, of course, I don't get involved in that. Yeah, brother. It is important for Venezuela to understand that Guyana will not be bullied, threatened, or intimidated. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys. A great morning to all of those who tune into the realest thing in the world, coming to you from Guyana with quite a bit of a hangover, I must say. Last night was an epic night. Have you ever seen a live video with a piss? I don't know why Facebook took down my video. I felt offended by this. I'm not seeing the video. You see the video last night, Robbie? Bro, I don't know what's wrong with these people on Facebook. This video was epic. This video had a piss inside. I've never seen videos. Yeah, bro. I can't even find out what's going on with this missing. This how the come about?
Me, I don't know.
There's some. No, but they would have had to have some. It would have come from some family member. Guy said the person been with you or something. And call you back later. Me and talk about it. Don't worry. Safe, yeah. So. Good morning, Critic. Good morning, everyone. A great morning to all who tuned into my live. A great morning to my followers. And welcome to the Low Lives and the Hungry Bellies. And I want, when you're using these terms, the word and the essence of words and their meaning must not be understated. So you say, when you say hungry, you say hungry belly. You go deep inside. Hungry belly. Right? I know it gives them a nice feeling. I've used it for years. They get all riled up. Yeah, I'll see you with me for a little. Rena, good morning. Shirley, good morning. Shalini, Urmila. Urmila, great morning to you, ma'am. Kesh, good morning. Yeah, so I chose this path several years ago. The path that I chose was a public one. Nothing changed in my life. I just chose to be publicly honest with everyone. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, critics. Critics need food. Hello.
I chose this path because I felt a lot of people. Hello, good morning.
Critics, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You low life hungry belly mother sconcho? Huh?
Imagine being at the pinnacle of your life. You're healthy, you got a beautiful wife, you got good friends, you got great staff, and you use that time to be an irritant to people. Whoever would do that has to be an asshole. And in light of the fact that I do that more than anybody else, I have to accept that I am an asshole. Now imagine I doing a program with a hangover. And a man call me to tell me, I said, in me studio, broadcasting to the world. And somebody who's nobody call me for tell me I is a low life and a hungry belly. The man who literally made the words low life and hungry belly famous. Man. No, you ain't gotta do nobody nothing. That's how it goes. I don't. You might have done things to your children. No, I don't know the man. I don't know the man. I don't know where he called from. What I know is I so fudged up that I irritating thousands of people. Some way, some of them they understep all over the place. They got people in this world that I irritate every morning. That's why I know. Yes, sir. Me know where from. Me know who's sending. I know what do for irritate. Right? But, yeah, you know he level. If he call, that's why you got left people. Don't cut off people. Left people for hear what they said. They got to say about you. If he calls me this morning, refer to me as a low-life, hungry belly dog. The individual he's referring to as a low-life, hungry belly dog literally made the words low-life and hungry belly famous in Guyana. The man is the realest thing in the world. I never say he's the most conscientious person in the world, the most civil person in the world, the most educated person in the world. I never made mention that I am the realest thing in the world, and anywhere you go, nobody else use that. Nobody. Who you ever see show you a stream of piss on a live video? Can't get better than that. You don't get realer than that. It don't get realer than that. Yeah, I don't get worked up with them. Hear what you have to know. I'm here. You see this? Do you think he has a cup with the logo of himself on it? I wonder, does he? Do you think he's got a studio? Do you think he's got hair? Here, there are many things might be irritating people. I could only imagine bald head men when they see me like Dr. Ramaya, his hair is receding. When he sees me, I could be irritating just looking at me. if you're coming from the angle of a bald-headed man. If you're ugly, I could only imagine how much of an irritant I am to you. I am just being honest with you. Maybe a little too honest as a result of now the intoxication of the night before wearing off. And as Bash is saying, I'm troubled. Why would you suggest something like that? I'm a far cry from being troubled. I might be troubled. Yes, but not as troubled as those people who have been abused. No, I haven't been troubled that way. Just for your information and guidance, might I say. My cunt has not been troubled. Oh my. Oh. It's the English. Oh. Appalling. Just appalling. Oh. So I came across a video of President Trump being honest, the president of the most powerful country in the world. This is a man to my own heart. I remember the days when I first started being honest with people. They did not understand what honesty looks like. They looked and frowned upon me. Now Trump itself says it. They don't have a fucking clue what they're doing. A man to my own heart. Oh, I have been vindicated. Oh.
Iran violated the peace agreement and the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yes, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before.
You gotta love America. They talk about bombs like they were matchsticks. They drop a load of bombs. Like it's a load of shit. Yes, you gotta love Trump.
The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land.
When I listen to Trump speaking about war in America, I envision in his head he's playing like with Legos. And have you ever sit and looked at children and they're like, you know, you play with your imagination, and they Trump doesn't take war too serious. No. This is serious business. But like, this is the sense that I get. This guy is not joking. I am here using satire to transfer the message to you. I want to know. I've got an idea. Let me not reveal my secret. I think if I make Trump aware of certain things in Guyana, just make sure he gets the message. You take care of things. Things the Guyana police force seems unwilling to do and the government of Guyana is stuttered to do. Get a message to Trump. He left it.
I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Well, I would want to think The American media got it loud and clear, Mr. Trump. A man to my own heart. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And that is the end of that. He jumps on his helicopter and he's be gone. The man is a boss. When I did that, they said, oh, he's not a journalist, he's there. Yeah. Because I tell you, you don't know what the fuck you're doing? Huh? That what makes me? Do not play with Mr. Trump. So Iran and Israel do not know what the hell they're doing to each other. Who the fuck is this now, man? You like you? Sharon Davis. Will you talking about the hairlines? Trump said you gotta use the word Trump used. The president of the most powerful country in the world could use it. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. It was live state TV, C-SPAN. All right, back to regular programming. Let's get into.
And I think that's in 2015. And to you, Mr. Hughes, do you feel that in 2025, standing on its own legs,
So let's start back.
himself or herself as a submissive, and we have a lot of heartbeat coming from the people. We are point
stronger by
So we're trying to get a better understanding of the thought process. Good morning, Mr. Critic. We would like for you to be the official marshal for the largest gay parade in San Francisco. The REVERE, the Reverend Ben Jones. The person who is on my page is the Reverend Jem Jones, Mr. Critic. Let me read this message if you're having it. Good morning, Mr. Critic. We would like you to be the official marshal for the largest gay parade in San Francisco Sunday. We will pay all your expenses. Inbox me, please. The Reverend Ben Jones. Now I feel honored for the invite, but I respectfully decline. Respectfully. And you know why I give you that tone of voice? You see this Adam's apple here? Now I can't because it's genuine invitation and I'm taking you serious. But I can't imagine the Reverend Ben Jones inviting me to a gay parade. You obviously have not been around my program very long. Partner, we don't depend on wrong here. Period. No Bamsy business promotion. We don't wave no rainbow flag. No offense. This is one program of one man. I am homophobic, but we don't dare put no bugger business wrong here. I respectfully decline. Thanks for considering me. Then I got a child here. They got a little gay freak coming up. What a mystic right think. Because I've never been hesitant or stutter when dealing with the freaks. clear as day. I have a lot of gay followers. At the time when you confront me, or when we face off in front of each other, you gay, I straight. You come closer, I straight right in your skunt. I straight all the time. Right? So no offense, I ain't beating up on you. But you're talking to the wrong man. Wrong here, we stand up for men. I got a lot of, let them by tell you. We had a managing studio, somebody come wrong here funny and watching this. I say here, and the staff tell me, boss, they don't know how to tell me. But the guy is hitting, and I say, yo, me give a fuck about inequality in workplace and all them thing, no. I don't die no Bamsy business. Me got time with it. If you're a team man and you could keep it to yourself, you could contain yourself, there's no problem. You're a team man, you're coming around me funny, get out of here. I fire you because you're a team man, yes. Me got time with that American policy with inequality and try to balance up two anti-man and a lesbian and I can confuse me fucking business. Me got time with that. When I come, me know. I should have known because the man used to wear some tight jersey, the man belly coming out to the bottom here like gal belly thing, right? And then a day the staff come and tell me, boss, the banner hit him. They know I hire he. And it's not even me hire he. Actually, I said, y'all hear them good? Y'all ever hear me talk on me program with this batty by business? Y'all got shy out. And when it comes to boss, we had to kick the man out of the place because he's moving funny. Me dying them thing though. And when I tell you funny business, me mean gay business, any funny business. People watching workers and all them thing though, you understand? You must get a comfortable work environment. Me making me work environment uncomfortable because I frightened for tell people that yo, with the auntie we are one them here. Young black banner wearing tight pants and he read the name you already riding the motorbike he trying to show he got more body than the girl. Them two laughing at the back there. One is tight pants and he's pulling up his pants and like how girls wear them thing them pants with body tuck or something like that, like he's trying to position his pants like that. We just get me fair share. It's just that me not encourage just trippiness. Me homophobic. I straight. Somebody got attacked for we. You understand? You can't come pushing you batty in me face and me talk nothing. Since we dep on the topic, you can't come pushing you batty in me face and me talk nothing. Fuck political correctness. I ain't no anti-ma business wrong here. Like when Leanne called I glad for Leanne. Leanne got the program in America. Full cock run here. You understand? Me dying them thing wrong eh? One time I interview with an accident. I forget the name. Right? Now you and me can't get catching the same video. Me and people see the two. Yes, I interview you, I serious. I interview you, you tell me about the accident and so. I interview you. But me wrapping up and thing with no. Somebody got to stand up for the rest of women were left back. We end up in a minority thing. Because you got man, manatee, mantle, all of them coming under, all them got lowly. Manatee mantle. You understand? A set of fucking retards. I got lowly, but not all is man. I got male organs, but not all is man. And when these topics come up, it's not simple. We got Joel Ganchan. At the time I interviewed Joel Gan, I asked straight questions and said it was about the accident. Me find it funny. I am homophobic, but here they got a line there. As a young man, I might have been more receptive. But as I grow old, I realize, this thing moving in for we. I can't get them banner in the back there feeling that, well, this faggotry is okay. Them man is young man are looking at girl, you want them fucking start thinking, yes, banner is a chisto. No, they must know. This thing outright wrong for we. If you choose a side, pick a side. We live in a democracy. If you could get a pride parade, a whole pride parade, I could get talking to people, putting sense in their head about straight things since we come down from the beginning of time. No buggery going on wrong here. Whoever caused you to be the way you is, I'm glad for you by representing this side. And we could have a civil conversation anytime. You understand? Don't get funny. No, Natasha said take a whole new turn this morning is because these are serious things. You're going about, like he come in normal, inviting me and paying me things. I said, what the fuck you feel is it at that? They trying to involve the anti-man business meeting to break the last stands of men. Were you seeing here what you witnessed here in the morning? Outside of wanting to be politically correct, you're seeing a man in action. Men take positions. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Critic.
Yeah.
I have some roti and shrimp curry here.
Me not like shrimps. Me not like shrimps. And from heating, then even pick the shrimps. They eat the shrimps with shell. Me not like shrimps with shell. Yeah. What you're witnessing is a man in action. When they gonna reach out, whether jokingly or not, reach out to invite me to go, they want to break down the last men standing. Because if you ask certain banner, they're willing to have the discussion. They don't want to seem offensive. They don't want to seem homophobic. I am saying I'm not homophobic. If you feel like homophobic, fuck you. No buggering going on wrong here. However you want to put it, you put it. Me ain't going and looking for you. Me don't dead on the road watching like all burn them and think me not attack you, me not curse you, but me I tell you. They got a line here. This is me, eminent domain. This is me domain. No discussion, no funny joke. Like I just watch Guyanese men. Them circle while them bad by and thing is them kind of joke, but a joke and thing. It's not no joke. Y'all involving anti-manism in y'all mentality. How men could have them gaff though? Like when I used to line with Sian, he's making them, I say, yo, man does act a certain way. Man don't got certain kind of gaff. Man only got one mode. You could be high on testosterone. You could tune up your political correctness and all of them, but no matter what, if the basis of what you are comes from manhood and masculinity, like the women them trying to break down and say, oh, something but masculinity. Yeah, it's the build the world. It's the fight the wars. You ever see a female army? If they got such a female army, this can don't serve no purpose to fight no war. They can't wrap their head around going together and fucking you imagine running into a war and trying to fix your hair and your fucking eyelash. Or study if your body go blow up. Or your BBL go fall out and slip aside. Me can't remember the BBL is the Batty or the Bobby or which one. This is the problem with the world today. They can't face reality. Sure you're not a closeted homosexual, Mark Best. No way, shape or form. If I was anti-man, I'd be out and proud. Yeah. If I was anti-man, I would have been out and proud. If I was gay, I'd be out and proud. I ain't closeting, nothing. You imagine how advantageous it would be for me? People couldn't tell me nothing because the whole world frightened the LGBT community now. They got leverage on everything. Everything they take offense to. You understand? You imagine if I play the LGBT angle? I could have taken over the LGBT movement in Guyana and Aka, and that would have been top of the world. Who could have stopped me? Huh? I wouldn't. Tommy Lee said Critic would be the biggest red anti-man. Yeah. I'd have been loud and proud. I can't closet nothing. You understand? I would have been here watching in the comments and carrying people, man. I tell you. Yeah. Too much fun business about this place, real talk. No, here. You got to take a position. You got to choose a side. You would not hear politicians having these discussions. The president can't take a stance, but you feel the president ain't got a stance? The president got two sons. The president want them walk the straight and narrow path? But he's the president. He can't come and offend nobody. Me? Even if I start running for president, that's just me style. Even if I run for president, I'm telling you. Anytime I run for president, I get presidency, Bamsi, I get quiet. You ain't got no loud Bamsi no more in Guyana. You understand? We ain't going and persecute nobody. But you better get fucking quiet and keep your story a secret. Don't let me know. You understand? Bamsi would get quiet. No Bamsi talk and Bamsi business no more. People talking about. You understand? right away. All anti-man business put a halt. LGBT office, community office got to move out. You can get it like how your politicians got bottom house meeting. And please tag behind it, you gotta go and do the. You ain't legitimizing nothing. Somebody want to know is a Bamsy reverend thing. You there the wrong thing. Me know how you is a reverend or what kind of reverend is you. Let me hear this story, man.
Now than it was in 2015. And to you, Mr. Hughes, do you feel that in 2025, standing on its own legs, the AFC is stronger than it was in 2015? Let's start with Mr. Norton.
Well, the fact that we, from the inception, indicated that we wanted coalition, the fact that we have done everything to bring coalition, we thought the priority should be coalition. I don't think the issue here is whether we were stronger in 20 now than in 2015, because to ask that question also presupposes that your opponent has the same strength and therefore you need more to defeat them. I think the issue here is that the People's Progressive Party has used power in a very arbitrary way, and that they clearly have no plan for the development of the people of Guyana, though there is a plan to utilize the resources to enrich people.
So, to give credit to Aubrey Norton, he was very eloquent in laying out that the PPP has no plan. The People's Progressive Party, he suggested that they had no plan. And this is where I delve into the opposition and get an understanding that they're so deluded. They believe their own lies. Between the years 2015 to 2020, the People's National Congress, the party to which Aubrey Norton is now leader of, Aubrey Norton, in short terms, said this.
The issue here is that the People's Progressive Party has used power in a very arbitrary way, and that they clearly have no plan for the development of the people of Guyana.
So they've used power in a very arbitrary way. That is, the PPP and the government of Guyana has used power. Well, that is the PPP being through the government of Guyana, has used power in a very arbitrary way, and they don't have a plan. Well, let me tell you what was the PNC plan. One of the PNC plans compared to one of the PPP plans. Between Between 2015 and 2020, the People's National Congress, of which Aubrey Norton now leads and has afforded him the opportunity in being the opposition leader, the People's National Congress, when they were in power, their stronghold Linden, their plan worked out. And if you listen to who want to give power, what the PNC does is play reverse psychology. So they do things and blame somebody else for it. Once they get it off of their chest, it's your problem, although they do it. So the People's National Congress gave massive swaths of land in Linden to Amanza to friends of past finance minister, 4 people get massive swaths of land in Linden. 4 people. 4 PNC connected people. That was the PNC plan, so they did have a plan. The PPP plan, where he suggested that they use power arbitrarily. The PPP go find a swath of land and gave Lindeners 1,000 house lot. I think it's likely that they might be building 1,000 houses for Lindeners. 1,000. So, Aubrey Norton and the PNC plan, listen to Aubrey Norton again.
Has the same strength, and therefore you need more to defeat them. I think the issue here is that the People's Progressive Party has used power in a very arbitrary way, and that they clearly have no plan for the development of the people of Guyana.
Now, remember me going all around the country. Here was the funny thing about Linden. Aubrey Norton is a Lindener. Jagdeo is not. I'll say it again. Aubrey Norton is a Lindener. Irfan Ali is not. PNC, Linden strong, PNC stronghold in Guyana is Linden. Has always been stronghold. When PNC came into power in 2015, the plan gave for 5 years. The PNC plan gave 4 people closely associated with the PNC massive swaths of land. In 5 years, the PNC could not complete the track in Linden. PPP come and completing it. In 5 years. All these things are numbers that could be dealt in hand. Short form, numbers. The PNC plan, of which this man is a part of, gave 4 massive swaths of land to 4 PNC people. This man is saying PPP does that. Not me here.
Has the same strength, and therefore you need more to defeat them.
Not me, he's saying it.
The issue here is that the People's Progressive Party has used power in a very arbitrary way, and that they clearly have no plan for the development of the people of Guyana, though there is a plan.
We ain't talking about all the people. Now we're with all the people. Let me just look at the PPP plan, the PNC plan, PNC time 2015 to 2020, PPP time 2020 to 2025. There's the comparative analysis that we're making. PNC plan, 4 people, big swaths of land. When PPP came to power, there was no land for regular people and housing in Linden. 5 years ago. In 5 years, the PNC and Aubrey Norton, who's a Lindener, did not give 1 house lot in Linden. They're stronghold. Don't worry the rest of the country. Don't worry the rest of the country, man. These are that. Forget about all these. Linden. Where PNC over the years would have had 99% of the vote. Your stronghold. They did not develop 1 This is a matter of fact. One house lot over the process of 5 years. But 4 people get massive swaths of land that render the Linden area out. A land, no land left. PPP plan, PPP come, negotiate a deal and take back one of those massive swaths of land and setting up 1,000 house lot for Lindeners. The reverse psychology is these man realize, like what I'm telling you, you could go and check it. Find out from the Ministry of Housing what house lot they gave. You could go and check. Any journalist could find this public information. And if you ask him, Norton wouldn't lie. He's being deceitful. But if you ask Norton, did the PNC give out any house lots between 2015 and 2020 in Linden? He wouldn't lie. Because then you got proof. Well, I don't know. He said he got SOPs. So I don't know what he would do. But I'm trying to be serious here. And not bring him down, go down to a personal level of bringing people down. Analyzing the situation and trying to psychoanalyze where he coming from. What's the program? And we continue.
To utilize the resources to enrich people. And so it is in that context I would see where we should head. We should be heading in the direction of a coalition. And I draw a distinction.
You making joke? Is a coalition or a deception? I thought y'all do that already. Y'all didn't do it between 2015 and 2020? What did it benefit Guyanese? Oh, you're heading in the direction of coalition. Mean togetherness. All right. We heading in the direction.
Between a coalition and power sharing, even though there is some element of power sharing in it.
You like how... Here was the funny thing. And I frequently tell you guys this. From a layman perspective, that guy is, by the way, a political scientist. Qualified political scientist. And the levels we upon, I'm telling you, I could blow me on hard. At me level, compared to Norton, who's a political scientist out of UG, I might be more capable of sending a rocket to Mars, not the moon. The moon has already been conquered. I might be more capable of sending a rocket to Mars than he is of winning an election. And he's a qualified political scientist out of UG, the university again. He's a high school dropout. Those are facts. Do you imagine if I was in politics and playing the game? If we're talking about coalition coming together now, you understand a person can't talk what they know. And when you listen to people, they're expressions of themselves. Like me, like always cuss, like always behave. There's my mind coming out there. Some people try to hide it. But if we're discussing coalition, we got to talk about power sharing. Don't worry the power sharing, but their interest is power. Because it's playing out in the head. It's just power they want to get. They did anything and say anything. I think, you just know how political parties is be falling back. Like, you don't have to do nothing. The PPP don't have to do nothing. All they got to do is take all the political campaigns, vote like a boss and so, what the PNC had and the AFC had from the past, and play them back. When they made those promises. Imagine the country has forgotten the manifesto of the PPP. Because you see so much of thing, Bill. The PPP outdo the manifesto and go on to do things that they didn't plan and tell you in the manifesto. These people, the PNC and the AFC, promised and then deliver nothing. Not one thing. Not a new project. Oh, the one that we didn't see, we was blindsided by, was the Durban Park. They man build a cow pen and 3 people done there already. 3 people get murdered there. They set up a place that you could get murdered. If you want to die, go there. Right? So when you hear you say power sharing, that's what they're interested in.
One, the elites of the movement have to believe in one coalition. That's a kind of a precondition.
I tell you already, you can't say what you know. That is how he feel. And Jad, you just be saying it. Elites. In politics, we ain't supposed to be equal. You are in a campaign mode, trying to draw people to you. Who elites you talking about? Listen to this. He's setting parameters and suggesting how a coalition should think and what they should do. He refers to people in the coalition or segments of the coalition, executives, as elites. That is how they see themselves. That is how they see themselves. You can't project where you don't know. People make mistakes, people say things, but if you're analyzing people, if you're assessing people to make informed decisions to react, you gotta listen to people. Hear this.
A distinction between a coalition and power sharing, even though there is some element of power sharing in it. One, the elites of the movement have to believe in one coalition. That's a kind of a precondition. The second precondition.
Now the executives are the leaders, however. Hello, good morning. Hey, you're gonna hear from me tomorrow. Are they working on something today? How much is it? Well, I'll clear that up. Safe. Safe. Critic. Elites. The alternate word is elites. What? How do you suggest to yourself? That is the whole problem in the coalition. They see themselves as elites. They're superior. They didn't realize when it comes to people and people being offended. I could remember Norton came and did a program here. And I sat in a chair. You were here, Rabbi? Norton came and did a program with someone. He come out. Candace was the manager at the time. And he came out and he talking and he turned his back to me and I'm talking to him and I'm looking at him and I'm calculating. He feels overwhelmingly confident about himself. But he doesn't realize it's people like me who narrate your future. You don't narrate your future. Because as a politician, you need a voice. I am that voice. You go and watch Credible. Like Credible Source now is the voice. When I done come out of this program, hundreds of thousands of people would have looked at it. Credible source there fighting up videos there. Yesterday I was checking it. 15,000, 10,000. You gotta know your place. Now what happened to them banner? I like me. I don't go wrong. I talk wherever I got talk hate for me program. I don't go people party and try to belittle them and all them thing. Me, I offend people publicly. But in general, people meet me, people say, "Whoa, Critic, you're a cool guy, man." Because I don't talk. Meanwhile, you feel demeanored in front of me. I do, "Oh, I'm the Guyanese Critic. Address me as Mr. Critic and Mr. Radre." And no, hey, buddy, cause me, regular Harry. I come down and make you feel calm. As much as we're not equals, I make you feel like we're equals. Them bandits, but elites. This is how they see themselves. And that is the problem that they have. If you have a thought process that you feel you're more important, you only become important as a result of the people in politics, the people who make you that way. If you're an entrepreneur, your importance is your ability to garner money and develop ideas. Me good with that. Me no need for the people's support. And look at me. I got more people that's following me on social media than he got voted for he. They got to revisit the drawing board. And I've always looked at him. I love the day when he come and he turn he turn it back. Like, right here, he say, he don't know. He does not know. You know what's every politician problem? Ask Trump. Ask Trump why he carry all the influences in the White House. Ask Jagdio. What's the number? Why you believe Jagdio got a press conference every Thursday? For explain away everything. Them banades delusional. It's how they see themselves. We decide these things. It is around the round table. We're the elites. He said, not me.
Of the movement have to believe to be heading in the direction of a coalition. And I draw a distinction between a coalition and power sharing, even though there is some element of power sharing in it. One, the elites of the movement have to believe in one coalition. That's a kind of a precondition. The second precondition is that there's an assumption about how much support each section has in the present political milieu and what they bring to the table. And therefore, as you discuss that situation, you have to be cognizant of the fact that we come with different levels of capabilities and in different areas, and those should be factored in into determining the kind of mechanism you put in place to ensure that there is a coalition.
Aubrey sounds so eloquent. It's interesting to listen to opposition politicians. They sound brilliant. I don't know if they've ever watched it. You ever watch a Biggest Loser episode? Biggest Loser was an exercising show, Biggest Loser. I don't know if they realize that all too has been played out. They've had everything thinkable has been done in the last 100 years. Even the Biggest Loser episode. Let me listen.
Go ahead, Mr. Hughes. Let's hear from you on that question. You could use as much time as Mr. Norton used, though I was expecting a short answer.
No, I don't need the time. You asked a very simple question. No, the alliance of change is not.
Listen to me. No. The moderator asks Aubrey Norton and Nigel Hughes the same thing. Basically the same thing. Aubrey Norton, in an attempt to look and sound smart, went on a massive explanation. And I can tell you from my perspective and reading and understanding, the more you say is the duller you look. Nobody watch this movie, so. Nigel Hughes and Aubrey Norton were asked this basically the same question. Listen to it.
Now than it was in 2015. And to you, Mr. Hughes, do you feel that in 2025, standing on its own legs, the AFC is strong? Mr. Norton and Mr. Hughes individually. The question is the same to both.
The question is the same to both in terms of the strengths and so on. Norton went on a tirade. Nigel Hughes, when Norton done all of this talking, hear what Nigel Hughes said.
You could use as much time as Mr. Norton used, though I was expecting a short answer.
No, I don't need the time. You asked a very simple question. No, the alliance.
Nobody catches yourself as what, man. The elites from the AFC against the elites of the PNC. Nigel, you asked a very simple question. Two of them were asked basically the same question. After he gone and tried to look smart, Nigel Hughes, being the brilliant lawyer he is, come and say, you ask a very simple question. No need for no. No. A simple no could have sufficed. And it's only people of a certain intellect would realize as we're playing out here. A simple no. Here. Not me.
Question, you could use as much time as...
You could use as much time. Remember? Here, you got put out there, you could use as much time because everybody watching it like, hey, what the fuck you talk all of this thing for? Here, Nigel Hughes response.
Norton used, though I was expecting a short answer.
The man said he was expecting a short answer. You could use as much time, you understand? Expecting a short, but because you got to put it into the context. I know if you're all smart, if it's a script out there, you understand what I'm going. That's why breaking it down for you. Nigel Hughes come and say, no. There's no need for all of the way he talking there. Hear the answer.
No, I don't need the time. You asked a very simple question. No, the alliance of change is not at the same strength it was in 2015.
Story done. All the time, the PPP, the PNC, all of them, nothing do. You ask a very simple question. Let me just present some facts to you. In the acceptance that the AFC is not where it was, obviously, if Nigel Hughes is aware of that, he's doing something about it. He's working on it. Norton. Beat two drum, hey bam bam, boom boom bam, hey bo bo be, la 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 la. Nigel, use boom bam. It's done. Boom bam. Collation. You sure they're using coalesce?
I want to come back to you, Mr. Norton, on that same point.
Oh God. Oh, he ain't doing enough. The moderator got back to North on the same point. You making joke? Imagine the moderator realized, Vivian realized, yo, that man there just fuck up the show. The man say, we gonna fuck up the place. We gonna fuck up the place. No. The answer is no. You don't need a long answer. No.
And I'll give you time to elaborate.
No, Vivian. You can't give Aubrey Norton no time to elaborate. All he knows to do is elaborate. The PNC can elaborate, attempt to suggest that they collaborate, collate, all the 8. That is all they know to do. You hear? Because they all ate $1 billion in equivalent to the children cash grant. You hear? You can't give. Vivian say he's giving Norton the opportunity to elaborate. No. That's all he knows to do. He will take that opportunity. Don't be disrespectful, Vivian. The opportunity is taken. No need for being granted.
In 2015.
I want to come back to you, Mr. Norton, on that same point, and I'll give you time to elaborate. You point out that there is another variable that the question eludes, and that is the present weakness of the PPP, your opponent in 2020.
Another delusion. The president under which Guyana saw the most transformative period before 2020 was Jagdeo. The most economically transformative period that Guyana ever saw under a president's tenure was Jagdeo. That is before 2020. Jagdeo, the person with that knowledge and background, comes today and sits at the helm of the PPP as vice president of the government, in the government, to usher in an unprecedented economical infrastructural and every other kind of development you could think about, personal, every other kind of development you could think about. And you're suggesting that the PPP is weak? Oh, all right. Yeah, I agree.
Looking looking back in 2015, I think it would be noted and accepted that the PPP was a very weak party going into the 2015 elections. Is it your view that in 2025 that the PPP is weaker than it was in 2015?
The answer is yes. I think they're much weaker. Within their own constituencies, you're seeing dissent and people dissatisfied.
I think I've done my hour. I can't take much more of this. It's very taxing to take all of this in at one time. We'll start at this point again tomorrow. Which me with most sober-headed approach. The PPP is much weaker. Wow. All right. Keep it real. Mañana. Keep it real. Mañana.